How I turned $19 into $120, and let's get into it. So first I went to the store and grabbed all the fruit that I needed for this project, and I grabbed some peaches, some strawberry. You want to grab the best of the best of the fruit because you want it to be easy to handle, but you don't want to get overly expensive, and you have to ask what your customer wants, organic or regular. So I grabbed some blackberries, and I grabbed some juicy pineapple. So with the pineapple, for you to know the right pineapple, you just have to check the one with the yellow button, and it's gonna help your fruit taste amazing. So I grab it, and I grab some mangoes, and these mangoes were delicious. And I went ahead and grabbed some kiwis to help it look more presentable. So presentation is more important in this stuff. So you want to present your fruit how you want your customers to. You want to make sure your customers are happy with the fruit. People will pay money not for the fruit being cheap or anything, but for the presentation. So you have to make sure your presentation is up, and it depends on what you're doing. So when I got home, I make sure I washed everything, and once I washed every single thing that I was gonna use, and you go ahead and pat it dry. So with this stuff, I'm trying to let you know that anybody can cut a fruit, but if you make yours more pleasing for people to eat, it is gonna sold out, because one problem is people have hard time eating fruit. So the more presentable you make it, the more people want to just enjoy it. So this fruit was out by the end of the party. So this is how you make your money. Anybody can just throw anything together, but if you take your time and cut your fruits, it's gonna look more presentation, and people are gonna want to try it, because the food is gonna taste the same, but presentation matters. That's how you make your money. So I went ahead and soaked my berries in baking soda. You do not want to mix baking soda and apple cider vinegar. It kills the reaction. So if you just want to kill any bacteria, you let it sit in there for at least 5 minutes, and you rinse it up. So I rinsed this twice to make sure everything it is well clean. So I let it sit and come back to just take it out of it, and look at how nasty this look. There's a lot of dirt on the fruit, and you want to make sure you wash your fruit in bacteria free or pesticides free. So I went ahead and washed it, and I put it in my spinner, and I laid a paper towel on the floor because this fruit has to be gone tomorrow. So you want to make sure the fruit is dry and not soggy. There's a lot more details into making the $120, and you have to take your time and grab any rotten ones out of it. Once I was done, I let it sit and dry, and I started cutting my pineapple. I wasn't gonna go with any crazy form of shape, but this pineapple required me to cut it into cubes or any shape that I want. So I just went with a rough chop, just cut it up, cut all the skin up, and make sure there's none of the black stuff around this. So once I cut it up, I went ahead and cut it up into two again, and I lay it down and cut it into 4 or 6 sections. It depends on how big you want your fruit to look. So this is the cubes I was going for, and I cut it out very beautiful, and I made sure every single of it is the same size, and I put it in a separate bowl to let it sit. And I went ahead and grabbed my mango. This mango did not look like it was gonna look good, but it is so good. I had to make sure I try some before I bring it away. So I went ahead and peeled off my mango with my carrot peeler, and you can use a knife to cut it. So I went ahead, don't do this, I know what I'm doing, because of the camera angle I could not slice it without covering my hand, so I had to cut it inside my hand. So I cut the fruit around the mango core so it did not get hard to cut. So you just want to make sure you cut all your mangoes off, and you just kind of slice it. Everything was like in cubes, and the only thing that we were gonna cut different was the kiwi and the strawberries to give it that finished look, because some people don't take that extra time to do that. And I have here some peaches. So the peaches were cut into slices, and I love it. These peaches were one of the best peaches I have ever had. So I just go ahead and cut the peaches into slice, and I angled my knife Make sure everything is cut the same size, and there you go. Your peaches are nice and they're looking good, and you set it aside. And I grabbed my kiwi. So this kiwi, I was gonna go with like a flower look. So you poke the knife back and forth in a different direction, just like how I'm doing it. Up, top, up, top, up, bottom, and you just kind of stick the knife in between to make sure the middle is separated. Then you can open it up. This looks so cute, and this is gonna help your customer want you to make more fruit for them. I make fruit trays all the time if you have to go to family gathering, anything. But if you want to make business out of it, make sure you go extra miles and remember to care more about presentation so people want to enjoy your fruit tray. So I cut up 4 kiwis, and this was for garnishing on top. So 4 kiwis and you get 8, so you can garnish it very beautiful. Or is it 3 kiwis? I think it was 3 kiwis, so you get 6 out of it. And these kiwis look good, and I went ahead and sliced up my strawberry. I did the same thing, up, bottom, up, bottom, up, bottom. Then you have, I've been doing this many times, so I know how to do it. Then you have a perfectly nice shape. And if you want to know more of how I do all this cutting, I have a video coming up, or I can make a video cutting up different fruit if you want me to. So this is so basically easy, but I've been doing it a lot. If you have to start, it's going to take a lot of practice. So once everything is cut, everything is well, nice and clean. I have my berries clean, the kiwi, everything is cut. So I went ahead and grabbed my beautiful plate, and I plated the pineapple on the bottom. It is very important to plate the pineapple on the bottom because you do not want all the juices they're going to extract from the pineapple just draining down onto the other berries. So you place your pineapple on the bottom, and I went around with my strawberry because I want the strawberry to be the center of the attention. So I went ahead and just place it however way you want to decorate it. Make sure it's presentable because you are being paid to present something so people can eat it, because fruit are something people don't like to eat, but when it's well presented, people go crazy about it. So I make sure my fruits are well presented. Then I went in with some blueberries to just give it that look. Just throw the blueberries anywhere you want just to make it look more colorful. Then after the blueberry, I went in with my raspberry because it is a different color, so you can see how it looks kind of. I don't know why I have to have time doing voiceovers, but I went in with my raspberries, and after the raspberry I went in with some blackberries to give it that lift. Look how beautiful it's already looking. Just like when you give something love, it brings back love. So I went ahead and tossed all my mangoes on top to give it that popping look. This look like something that you're gonna bring to a birthday party, graduation, any type of occasion that people are around that they're gonna enjoy the fruit. So I went ahead and placed my peaches around to make sure everything is nice and sturdy looking upwards. I wasn't about to just lay everything in there. So once you open this fruit, you're gonna see, wow. Then I started placing my kiwis in the corners to make sure it is looking presentable. You just can dig out the fruit a little bit and just stick them around. So I used 4 on here, but I cut 6. So I went ahead and placed more blueberries and blackberries to finish up the look. And this is how my $120 fruit tray look like. And make sure you make some money this summer, because just kidding, this fruit wasn't $120. I made this for our families and friends on Father's Day pool party. So enjoy and stay blessed. Bye.